Greetings fellow Dragonstaffers, and thank you for joining me for yet another Dragonstaff tutorial. In this video, we're going to cover Dragonstaff cages. So what is a cage? A cage is any move where the Dragonstaff is rolling and the fingers are either interlaced or the hands are pressed into each other to create a cage around the staff. In this video, we'll basically be covering three concepts. The first being cheating death cages. The second being how to create momentum during a cage move. And the third will be how to change directions in the middle of a cage. Before starting to learn cages, it'll be really helpful if you already know how to do cheating death. So if you don't already know that move, I will add a link to a tutorial for cheating death in the description of this video. So to start learning cages, the first thing that we're going to do is place the staff on the underneath of one arm, and then we're going to make a sandwich with the staff, putting the other arm on top. And this is going to teach us the basic move of letting the staff roll down one arm and up the other. Center of the staff, rests at the inner left elbow, let it roll down the left arm with the right hand on top, flip the hands over, so now the left hand is on top, and the staff will be rolling up the inner right arm. Stop it at the inner elbow, let it roll down the right arm, the left hand on top, flip it, right hand's on top, staff rolls up the inner left arm. And you'll want to play with that for a little bit. And then once you start to get comfortable with that, you can try it with the fingers interlaced. So as I mentioned, it'll be helpful if you already know cheating death. The first move that we're going to cover is essentially cheating death with the fingers interlaced to create the cage for the Dragonstaff. So, two variations of cheating death that'll be useful to know. One is around the shoulders, the other across the chest. Quick note, it'll be useful if the center point is traveling down the arms when it's in front of you, but just to the side of the staff will be traveling around the shoulders or across the chest, as you can see. So to start, the left side of the staff will be resting on top of the left arm. The right side of the staff will end up just underneath the right arm. It's a little difficult to see once the staff is moving in a cage because the momentum is what keeps the staff rolling. but we'll have the fingers interlaced, and just like we covered earlier, the center point will roll down the left arm. We'll flip it so that the center point is rolling up the right arm, and then we'll allow the contact point to shift a little bit. So instead of the center point traveling around the shoulders, it'll be just to the right of the staff traveling around the shoulders. Center point down. And then just like we covered earlier, once it reaches that hand or wrist, we'll flip so that the opposite hand is on top. Allow it to go around again. To switch it up, we can do the flip, tilt the head back, and allow that side of the staff to travel across the chest instead of around the shoulders. One thing you can do to slow down this move, and it also looks really elegant in my opinion, is to spin with the staff. So in this case, where the staff is traveling down the left arm, up the right, we would spin to our right side, like so. So when we're spinning with the staff, it's pretty easy to create momentum. The staff wants to move because you're moving. If you want to create momentum for the staff to do a cage move while keeping the feet planted, here is one concept that I've found to be helpful. Let's say we do our cage cheating death across the chest. Right as soon as you finish going across the chest, there will be a moment where the side of the staff is pressing just underneath the armpit. Right here, we can press the staff off of that side of the body away from us to bring the staff back and do a cage cheating death. So as you may have noticed, I have each end of the staff marked with a different color here, just to give you a better idea of which side is going where during these moves. So, as we come out of a cage cheating death, as you can see, the yellow tape is just about underneath the armpit, pressing in near the chest or ribs. We'll push that side away so that the blue tape side is traveling across the chest or shoulders, and the yellow tape side is pressing into that same spot once again. So if we continue to use this move to create momentum for the staff, it should be the same side going around the shoulders or chest, and the same side continuing to press just underneath the armpit. And finally, to change the rolling direction of the staff during a cage move, we're going to go back to that very first concept we covered, where the staff is sandwiched in between the arms. Right hand's on top, flip the hands, left hand's on top, flip the hand again, right arm's on top. Like I mentioned, you'll want to get really comfortable with that. And so, as we've been doing, the staff will be rolling down the left arm, we'll flip it so that it's rolling up the right arm. Now, at any point here where one end of the staff is on top of the inner elbow and the other side of the staff is basically underneath the opposite arm, we can flip the staff like so, and it'll now be going the opposite direction. So you can see that in real time. So when you change the direction of the staff using this move, it will temporarily stop the momentum of the staff, so you'll want to go straight into your next move to keep the staff rolling. The more quickly you can go into your next move, the less obvious it'll be that the staff stopped rolling momentarily. And just so you can see, with the fingers locked, you can really just flip the staff back and forth, and each time you do, you'll be changing the rolling direction of the staff. So you can see, left arm on top, right arm on bottom, flip it, left arm on bottom, right arm on top. Up the left shoulder, down the right, flip it, up the right arm, down the left. As always, thank you for watching. If you have any questions or if I skipped over anything, please let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.